coach this past June. So I've only been in it 6 months, and I always say I'm the clueless but fearless leader. So I'm a personal trainer, and I was trying to find a protein shake that I could recommend to my clients, because I was recommending different things, but I wanted something real, not artificial. And I started researching Shakeology, and I looked into the Beachbody programs and fell in love with them because I love that they were 30 minutes or less. That was my big thing. Like, I wanted something 30 minutes or less that I could promote to my clients. So I didn't have this whole transformation of losing weight, but I will say I've had 4 kids, so I know how hard it is to lose weight after I've had them. But so my journey is kind of a unique one, I think, because I never went toward a goal of rank advancement. I never went toward a goal of trying to be, the top of the top. I just wanted to help people. And it really stemmed back to the fact of, I'm not going to cry. My father passed away very suddenly when I was 22. And I just thought if somebody would have inspired him, he had heart disease, that maybe, maybe he'd still be here. But so my mission was to inspire as many people as I could and bring them along with me. And now I have this amazing team, and I feel like I'm not at the top. I feel like it's like this ripple effect of water. Like, all of my coaches are touching people that are inspiring other people. They're inspiring other people. And with that, it exploded. I became Diamond in 38 days. I became 2-star on my 4-month anniversary. I think at the time I had no idea what that meant. I'll be honest, I didn't really know. Yeah, I know, right? I was just, again, clueless but fearless. I got top 100 for, I think it was the bike and ride. I'm not sure, so I got a framed $100 bill from Carl. Just found out I got the top 100 again, so I'm going to get the cash, so now I can use it and not keep it in the frame. And then I was a premier coach this year. And I'll tell you, and I say this with my whole heart, don't let anyone tell you that you can't do something. Because I had everyone, except Paul Jensen, say, that's really a stretch for you to get premier. And I said, I don't really know what premier means. I don't know what these points mean. How about this? I'm just going to go do what I do, and I'm just going to keep pushing forward, and we'll see what happens. And then I remember getting the call, and I was working out, and I saw Los Angeles, California come up on my phone, and I was like, I was doing Insanity Max. I was like, good time to max out. And I answered the phone, and I was like, Paul and Alex, this is the perfect time. And they're like, what are you doing? And they heard the video in the background. I'm like, well, I just maxed out to LA time, because I answered it. And they said, you're a premier coach. And I was like, get out. Like, that's pretty cool. And they're like, why are you should be really excited. And I said, because I'm not a rank girl. It's just not who I am. All I know is I just want to keep helping people, inspire people, because I think it's so much better when somebody comes to me and says, you changed my life. Like, your challenge group and you being the Jillian Michaels that you are in those challenge groups got me to where I am today. That means more than anything else. And it was amazing because it talks about, oh yeah, the free trip to Cancun. Well, you probably read that already. But my coach, was reading all that stuff, and she said, we're going over money, and it's not appropriate to talk about money. And I put up a video on my page about it, because I was like, I'm not a bragger, I'm not a boaster, but I want to show people the opportunity, that what I did in 6 months, And it was an average of $3,000 a month, and I was like, that's ridiculous. Like, I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I do this part-time, and then it hit me Thursday, and I'm not really a crier, but it was like, I said in the video, I was that girl at Wegmans, like, adding everything up and making sure I stayed on budget and making sure that I didn't go over my budget and cutting coupons, and because that was important to me to stay home. And my paycheck this past week was $3,200, and I saw it. Thank you. I saw it, and I was like, shut up. Like, I was like, and it's so exciting to, like, tell my husband in that. But it's just, don't let people tell you no, because I'm in this group, the premier group, maybe some of you are in it, and I was asking about Mexico. And I said, at the time, I'm 4 months in, does anybody know, I put my, I said something, I had already gotten off the wait list, but I said something like, do you know if we have to get like a car from there to the airport? And this girl came on and she was like, oh, you just started in June. Yeah, you're not, I'm sorry, but you're not gonna get off the wait list. And I wrote her back and I said, I was invited last month. And I was like, yes. You know, like, don't tell me, you know, so I had a little bit. But I did in June, I put my name on, and I was like 6,300, and I saw it kept going up, you know, and I was like, oh, that'd be cool, you know, but not even thinking. And then I got the invitation, you've been invited off the wait list, and I was like, shut up. Like, in 6 months, like, it's crazy. So I guess my big message is, maybe it's not Beachbody Pro, but don't go for rank. Don't go for this. Don't go. Just keep inviting people and change their life. Because that's the footprint you're going to leave behind. They're not going to write up in your obituary, you know, 10-star diamond elite. Like, nobody cares. Nobody knows who you are out walking around in the grocery store. But the people that walk up to you and say, I watch your videos. Oh my gosh, I love what you're saying in your videos. That matters. So that's what I leave you with. So thank you.